Welcome back to the Mad County Build Series, and right now I'm going to deal with this fireplace here. And right about here I'm going to have a wood burning stove. I haven't completely decided on which one I'm going to get. I have a good idea, but I love wood burning stoves just because the amount of heat they put off, they're efficient. And I just always have had one, and I like them. So I've had all this plywood for a while, and I need to get it out of my way, so I'm going to go ahead and put it up. And it's going to go from the inside of this post to the inside of this post, and it's going to go all the way up. It's 1/2-inch plywood. I'm going to use screws because this is what I'm going to attach whatever I decide to put on there with. So that's where you guys come into play. I have some ideas. I think I'm going to do some kind of stacked stone. I thought about getting some of the stone off my property and doing, the whole mortar and stone deal, real fireplace. And I'm not counting that out, but that would be a ton of work. I've used on the last house project I did in Illinois, I used a lot of Cura stone. It's a stacked stone. I really like it. There's Versetta stone. I know those two pretty good. So I'm leaning towards something like that. So if you guys have any experience with anything that's a really good product besides Cura stone or Versetta stone, leave it in the comments. I'd love to check some of this stuff out, and maybe I'll get an idea that I haven't thought of. But that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So let's go ahead and get this plywood up, and that'll give us more of a visual of how big this area is going to be. But I think it's going to be pretty cool. Alright, so the way you can hit your studs is you can just use a drywall square. You can hang on the top, line your center your screw up, and then you can just run your screws right up there. It does a couple things. One, you'll be assured to hit the stud on each screw, and you can space them however you want to as well. Once you do this enough, you really won't need that. But it is a handy tool to use, especially when you're trying to evenly space your screws. I always screw my plywood on when I'm building a fireplace, chimney, or background, just because it gives you a nice, solid, sturdy surface to do whatever you want on it. And I put my screws 8 inches on center. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws per stud on each piece of plywood, and it makes it really strong and sturdy. So, all right, well there it is. It's all done. 18 feet. And I tell you what, now that I got that done, it kind of puts that into perspective. And I think this is going to be really, really sweet no matter what I do. But dang, that's a big area. That's going to look pretty good when it's all finished off. So do me a favor, if you guys have any good ideas or have done anything like this, leave me your recommendations in the comments. We'll figure out what we're going to do with this fireplace, but I think it's going to be pretty sweet. And like I said, it's going to be a wood stove, pretty big wood stove. The couple that I are looking at have really big viewing windows. My wife and I like that just so we can see the fire. But then we'll have the pipe going straight up and through. So when you walk in the house, first thing you're going to see is that big fireplace. Turn, lots of windows. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next show.